Hello, students of OAU Ife, particularly members of NACOS, Nigerian Association of Computer Science Students. I'm very delighted to be able to address you through this medium, leveraging the power of technology. Thank you for inviting me. It's a shame I can't be with you in person, but technology is giving us a way to connect. And I was very keen to connect with you because, as many of you know, I imagine, I am an alumnus of IFE, of OAU IFE, and I was an active member of NACOS. So I'm really glad to see that you're keeping the flag flying. Having been a member of NACOS, and when I was really thinking about addressing you, part of the joy for me was the fact that I have walked in your shoes. And so having walked in your shoes, I was just, thinking back to really things I found quite important and lessons I learned and would have liked to learn while I was in school. This is a very important time in your life. Your time as an undergraduate student, it's really a time to build a foundation that would set the tone for the rest of your life in many ways. Don't waste it. It's an environment for learning. Be open. Be like a sponge to soak up information. Learn as much as you can, not just within your core subject area. Whatever opportunity you see to expand your horizon, my advice to you would be to embrace it, which is one of the reasons why it's great to be involved with organizations like NACOS and other societies and clubs that are positive and present on campus, because they give you an opportunity to take on extra responsibility to expand your circle of influence and also your circle of learning. Now, there are 5 things I'd like to share with you around building personal effectiveness as you go through your journey as students, and that would really help you. They will be useful as students, but even in the workplace. These are tips that I use on an ongoing basis as part of my life, things I have found to be effective. The first is the importance of having a vision. You've heard this word a lot of times, no doubt. But I hear this word used quite often without a lot of actual intentional thought put to it. A vision is really a statement of something that you are committed to attracting in your life over a certain period of time. It is important to have a vision because it sets the direction. And I remember the story of Alice in Wonderland. A lot of you have probably seen it. She was, at a point she got to a crossroad and she wasn't sure whether to go left or right. And there was a hare, a little animal nearby, and she asked the animal, do I go left or do I go right? And the animal said, well, where do you want to get to? And she said, I don't know. And the animal said, well, if you don't know where you're going, then it doesn't matter which road you take. And that applies to life as well. So it's very important as students to consciously think about something as concrete as, what do I want to graduate with? I want to leave this school with a degree at this level. Maybe it's first class, maybe it's second class upper, whatever it is. I want to have acquired these skills. I want to be able to be empowered to do X, Y, Z. Whatever that dream is, to really concretize it and put a timeline to it. By this period, I want to have mastered X, Y, Z. Now, the second thing, following having a vision, would be just really thinking about your belief system. There are 2 types of beliefs, limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs. Limiting beliefs are all the negative things we tell ourselves about why things cannot work or why we can't do certain things. So, for example, I can say I'm a woman, therefore I cannot succeed in a leadership position, or I cannot succeed in technology. It's male dominated. Or I'm shy, I'm not very outspoken, so nobody will notice me. I wouldn't be able to sell myself. Whatever story it is we tell ourselves, and we all have them. Those are limiting beliefs. On the contrary, empowering beliefs are the things that are reassuring to you to say, yes, I can do it. I'm a good learner. I can learn fast. I can apply myself. I can make things work. In the country today, I know it can be very challenging being a young person because where are the role models? What are the things that can really inspire you to make you feel excited about your future? It breaks my heart sometimes to just see the impact the society is having on the younger generation. My advice to you is, do not give up on your dreams. People have gone through worse situations, have had more challenging backgrounds than you have, and have made something very positive of their lives. So it doesn't matter where you're starting from, it doesn't matter where you are now. Yes, you need a plan, yes, you need to learn XYZ, but it is doable. I'll tell you the story of a young Nigerian. His name is Asaf. He could not afford to further his education. So he didn't even have the privilege that a lot of you have because you are currently in university. He could not afford that. But he got introduced to the internet and found out that he could learn videography by watching how-to videos on YouTube. And so he would stay up all night when browsing rates were low and watch videos to just teach himself videography. And that's how he learned the skill, enough to get a job with an organization. And within a couple of years, he set up his own business called Asaf Worldwide, which he runs successfully today. He had employed 6 people, so he is now an employer of labor. One of his clients flew him to London to cover one of their events. And he's doing really well. This is someone who could not afford to go to school. You have the opportunities at your fingertips. Use those opportunities. And I know there are difficult times, even on campus. Your learning conditions, your access to resources, your hostels. There may be things that are not very convenient, conducive for you. It's just temporary. This is a phase and it'll pass. Keep your eyes focused on your vision. The third thing I would say would be have a plan. If you have a vision and there's no plan, that's like wishful thinking. That's the difference between something that you can actually put your energy to accomplishing and just, pie in the sky type of idea. Have a solid plan. How are you going to go from A to Z? That would usually involve multiple steps. A to B, B to F, F to G, etc. Right? But what are those steps? For example, if you're looking to accomplish something in a year, by the end of 1 year, I would have mastered this subject. So it's important to have a solid plan and to bring the plan to life by thinking about who are the people that can assist you. If it's a skill you want to acquire, who do you know in your life has those skills that can actually teach you? What books can you read? How can you change your schedule on a daily basis to make room for the things that take you closer to your vision? Which brings me to the 4th tip, and that is time management. Time management is so key, I can't even overstate it. Your time is the currency of your life. Basically, if you're alive, what do you have? It's time. And how you spend your time is critical. Consciously apply your time to take you closer to your vision. Your students, maybe there's a subject you find very challenging. You can have a vision that says, in 3 months, I'm going to master this Physics 101. Then find people who can teach you. Make out the time. Practice, do exercises, get past question papers. Do whatever it takes to get you there. So the final piece I'll talk about is relationships. It's very important to build positive relationships and to surround yourself with people who can help you further your vision, either by giving you good feedback, honest feedback, by mentoring or coaching you. But it's important to be open to that and to look at constantly expanding your network and learning from other people. So learning is something I would encourage you all to be open to. Be sponges to soak it all up. Those are 5 tips I wanted to share with you. I didn't want to talk about something technical. Those you can, you're smart students, I'm sure. You can, read them in an article. I'm sure you'll have other speakers as well. I just really wanted to share something from the heart. And that's why I chose to just talk more about personal effectiveness. I do believe in the potential that exists in every human being. I believe therefore, in the potential that exists in each and every one of you watching this video. I know that you have a special purpose. And my invitation to you and my encouragement to you is, do not allow anything to dim or to quench your light. You have my very best wishes. I look forward to meeting you at some point. And enjoy the rest of the week. Thanks again for inviting me, and all the very best with the rest of your studies.